Recently, I have taken on this very important and a challenging task of editing the United Nations Human Rights Treaty body views coming from all the 5 of the committees of the United Nations. I'd like to talk about the value of doing this from 2 different perspectives. One is a general point, really. A lot of United Nations or regional bodies or other international courts of tribunals have started to emit a very large number of judgments or non-binding views, as we call it within the United Nations system. And for an academic or for a practitioner, it's impossible to keep in touch with all of these cases and the caseload. And it's not just about knowing the facts of the cases, but also how they relate to one another, how they compare to one another. This has become an impossible task. So I think the Oxford University Press reporting schemes that is in now place is offering a really significant resource for people to be able to access both reliable and analytically sound understandings of these judgments and decisions. In relation to the United Nations, I have a more specific point as well. So within the United Nations system, we don't have a very logical arrangement of how we receive views. There are very different committees, they have very different mandates, they use different provisions in order to deliver these. And in order to understand comparatively how United Nations law is evolving, one would really need to read hundreds and hundreds of views from very different committees at the same time. Whereas the specific program that we work on, which is about reporting on the United Nations human rights mechanisms, makes this task less daunting and less impossible for both researchers, academics, and practitioners of international human rights law.